Hi y'all, it's me. I'm here to share a project with you that I created for Carlene for Christmas. She's Pink Scrapper 99 here on YouTube. Um, I wanted to give her something, but you know, as crafters, it's always hard to think what to give your fellow crafters that they don't already have. So anyway, that's where this project came from. So a while back, I shared this on a video that I had purchased these from Dollar Tree. These are called stove liner covers or burner covers, and they're made out of metal, and you get two per package, a large and a smaller, and then you use these to cover the burners on your stove so they look pretty during the holidays, I suppose. But I was going to use them as trays this way, and along with candlesticks that you get from Dollar Tree. So I decided to create one for Carlene, and let me show you how this turned out and the concept behind it. So there you go. That's what I've created for Carlene. It's I'm going to call it an embellishment center. I figured she could set this on her desk and reach over and grab things as she wanted to add them to her projects. They'd be ready for her to go and use them. So I'm first going to explain the construction, and then I'll go over the items that are in it with you. I started with the candlesticks. I spray painted them pink. There's one here and one in there. And I added flowers down on this one at the bottom. And then I took the larger of the two metal covers and I spray painted the bottom because I just thought it was better. I added some trim here, and then this is sort of like a flat back pearl, pink pearl that you get from Hobby Lobby around the edge there. And I lined both trays with a doily paper that I have. It looks like a bunch of doilies, so I just cut it out and lined to make sure the bottom was had something in it. And then up at the top, I went ahead and I did the same thing. I added some trim here, and I used that same pink flat back stuff on here. I decided to use my dies to make this little banner out of fabric and felt. So there's fabric on top, felt underneath, and I used the Martha Stewart bow punch to put the little bows in the center and some baker's twine to dangle it from right here across the front. And in the top you'll see I have a can, and this was made with tomato sauce can. I spray painted it with that same color pink that I used at the bottom here, and then I added a piece of fabric and the word believe across the center here. I added this Martha Stewart shiny fiber stuff on there, and then down below here, which you can't really see, but there's some more trim and another row of this pink here at the bottom. So that was the way I made the whole piece. And just in case you want to try it, it works out better if you spray paint, no, excuse me, not spray paint. This candle holder, if you turn it upside down like this and glue it, it saves you space on that bottom tray, because if you put it this way, this part takes up a lot of space. So better to just use it like that. And then the bottom one you use, of course, the right way. So that's just a little tip for you. So I'm going to pull this in a little closer just so I can kind of show you what I've created. It's kind of hard to show, so I'll do my best. But I made these little, I don't know what you want to call these, sparklers. I just used some Christmas garland and glued it onto these little wood picks. You could stick it behind flowers, or you can always cut the stick shorter if you need to. But anyhow, those are in there. I also made a bunch of little flags like this, and they were made with felt and paper. This is all using the Magnolia papers and corresponding colors that go with that. So anyhow, I glued them onto these Doodlebug stir sticks, and then I added the Martha Stewart bow, and I have several that are made that style, and then I also have some that are made with this little bling center right here. So those always look cute in projects, I think, tucked behind. So went ahead and added those in a bunch for her to choose from. There's some wild orchid flowers up here, and then these spiral doodads are from Wild Orchid as well. There's some pink ones and white ones for her. And then starting here, I made some of the Magnolia houses so she could have some to play with, and I put them together for her because I thought that would help. Over here there's a bunch of these ribbon roses. Oops. bunch of these in different colors for her to play with. Next door to those are a bunch of bling buttons and stuff like that, so those are down there. Next to that are these from Wild Orchid. These are like some beaded center, pearl centers for flowers. Next to that are these tassels. I almost forgot what they were called. There's a bunch of little tassels here for her to play with. Next door to that is these beaded flowers, which came from Wild Orchid, so those are in there. These are also from Wild Orchid. These are butterflies made out of like a felt, not felt, silky kind of fabric stuff. Next to that, I cut out a bunch of words from word die that I have, and I included those in here. There's some made of gold paper, there's some made of silver, there's some made of vellum, velvet, cardstock. There's just a whole bunch of different ones in there that she can use. Next door to that is a bunch of these baby bows that I put together for her from the Martha Stewart punch. I figured she could just have them ready to play with. And then finally, for the top level, I have this little tin, and I added some bling in there, little pearl flat back teardrops that she can use in her project. So I thought this was a cute concept, you know, just for her to be able to have access to stuff that's ready to go. So let's drop down now to the bottom section. And right here, let's see, let's start here. I made these for her. There's 3 of them in here, and they all say a different word, but I used the Sizzix die and covered it with music paper, inked the edges, added some leaves and the flower with some diamond dust, the believe word, and then some little bling over here, some lace. So they're really cute little embellishments. So there's some of those. I have a die that cuts, see if I can get it out of here without making a mess, that cuts wings out, the shapes of wings. So I cut a whole bunch of pairs for her to use in her project. As you turn the bend, these are clothespins, and some of them already were decorated, and then some I just added my own paper to for her. If you turn it here, here's some of the houses that I made before. I added some of those in there for her because I thought they were so cute. So I've got a bunch of different ones down in here for her to have. There's another one here on the tray right there. So those are really cute, and they're nice to use on projects as well. As you turn the corner or the round, I cut out a bunch of banners for her from a die that I have in all different kinds of paper, gold, and all the Magnolia paper. So I thought that was cute. And here are a bunch of frames. What do you call those? Like acrylic frames or whatever that she can use in her projects. As I turn the bend here, I've got this window die, and so I cut out a bunch of different windows for her in different materials as well. Keep going. In this section I took matchboxes, and in each one I have some little doodads, and that one has some little flowers, and I made sure to cover them all the way around and embellish them, as you can see there. This one has some flat back pearls, and the last one back here has some of that pink trim that I used up here on this project. So that's there. I'm going to be giving this to her, so I had to film it today. So I want to take it to her. And then finally on this section is I've included some crocheted doilies from Michael, some other little baby ones from my stash, some flowers from Recollections. So that's one of the things I'm gifting her for Christmas. So I hope she enjoys it. It was so much fun creating it, and she can replenish it as things get low and just keep it on her work surface. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you think about creating one for yourself, because it really is a cute project and nice to have things handy, so when you're ready to craft, you just sit there and pull them off as you go. So thank you, and do what makes you happy. Merry Christmas. Bye for now.